Okay, so I thought I'd actually do a bit of a film on the actual battlefield setup, as this is something which I am learning, I suppose, a bit as we go, trying to make it as sort of effective and player friendly as I can. So again, any comments or thoughts on it would always be appreciated. But this is the setup we have. I've tried to create a space in the middle of the battlefield for any sort of key objectives without any sort of over obvious advantage going to either player on either side. And then it's kind of a theme, I suppose, is a bit of an imperial outpost in kind of a foresty type planet. First time using a lot of this scenery, so very excited. I reckon that the area terrain there that you can see on the various boards will give cover 1, as will also the spaces below here will give cover 1, and sort of line of sight blocking trees and scenery will be giving cover 2. Okay, so we'll see how it goes, because I think part of that gaming experience is feeling like you've got a good board to play on as well. So hopefully this will help us improve that as we go forward as well. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the list I'll be bringing today, and here we go. We'll start with General Veers. He is coming with strict orders and also aggressive tactics, but my mate's currently got the card, so we'll see how that goes. We then have a mortar team with link targeting array. We have a unit of Shores with the T21B, a unit of Snows with fragmentation grenade and a flame trooper, a first unit of Stormtroopers. Now it's actually got the DLT, not the RT97. It's just that, again, I'm a bit short of a card, so it just helps remind me to have that extra figure. And then going back here, second unit of Storms with the DLT, and a third unit with a DLT as well. Then we have a naked unit of Speeders, and we have 2 Dewbacks. Here's the first one, both exactly the same, with the T21, HQ uplink and offensive push. Here we go, there he is. So all in all, this is a 10 activation Empire list. First time running it today, so very excited to see how it all works, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so I'm bringing a Rebel list today, as usual. This is inspired by a list I took to Euros at the beginning of the year, was it? Yep. So we've got 12 activations here, 797 points. And we start off with Jyn Erso. She's got her long-range config, duck and cover, and recon intel. We've got Cassian Andor with his pistol, endurance, duck and cover, and recon intel. He's backed up by his mate K2, who's got Jyn's SC-14 blaster. They're also supported by R2-D2 and C-3PO. And despite having only 4 cards, we have 5 naked Rebel Trooper units, 2 AT-RTs, both with the laser cannons, and a unit of Rebel Pathfinders with the long-range config, and POW with duck and cover. So that will make me blue player, and we'll just select the objectives.
Okay, so here we have the cards. We have Danger Close, Battle Lines, The Long March. We have then Hostage Exchange, Intercept the Transmissions and Payload. And then Hostile Environment, Clear Conditions, and Supply Drop. As blue player, Jack is going to have first choice.
And I'm going to get rid of Hostage Exchange. That doesn't bode well for 4-man units.
Typical. New card. Gets rid of it straight away. I think he did it on purpose. I will get rid of Hostile Environment. Let's keep things nicey nice.
I'm okay with either of those objectives, to be honest.
Okay, so you're passing?
No, I think I'll go for Supply Drop.
Ah, a new card!
There we go.
And I'm going to help out with another new card. I'm going to get rid of Intercept the Transmissions.
So we're playing
and I'm playing Payload, all 3 new. So to confirm, we have got Danger Close, a nice little boon to R2-D2 and C-3PO. Payload and Supply Drop. Okay, so we're back shortly with deployment. Okay, so deployment's been done. Took quite a bit longer than usual because the payload and recover the supplies are 2 new missions for us. So first of all, the bomb carts, let's say, so I'll put my bomb cart just here. Jack's is, there we go, hidden amongst an absolute plethora of troops. And then I'm aiming for this tree stump here at the end, and Jack is aiming for this tree stump here opposite as well. And then we've got the various supply crates, I'll show a few of them there, deployed around the battlefield for us to have a go at with supply drop. Now, with my deployment then, I had to think about, protecting my crate, but also stopping Jack. So I've got a few men here with their sort of a backup just here. Shore troopers with a cheeky mortar deploying just up onto this roof. Then I've got Veers coming around, some more stormtroopers. Then I've used my jet bikes and dewbacks as a kind of heavy backup to mop up things or put them where it's needed. And then, just as always, last little fallback, I've got my snow troopers just there. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and Jack's going to talk us through what he's done as well.
Yeah, so first off, we've got R2-D2, C-3PO in the tree stump. They're making a beeline for a deployment zone. We've also got the 5 rebel troopers massed here. They're like a piece of terrain. This is heavy cover, so makes sense. We've also got Cassian, who's reconned up, got his aim, deployed K2 close to this box. Jin's infiltrated here on this supply crate, so she's got a nice big range 3 bubble, keep everyone in line. The Pathfinders have deployed a bit close for comfort, but early suppression I think is going to help against the Imperials here. And then we've got the 2 AT-RTs that have got a good line of sight onto that bomb cart just to put some early fire on it, I think.
So end of turn 1, and for danger close, only 1 actual casualty from the entire round of shooting that did take place, but some danger is closer, let's put it that way. So anyway, let's get going. Walkers on the side here stood where they are and just shot at the stormtrooper units. They also took 3 wounds in return. This is the flank where it was all happening, and managed to sort of survive the firepower, but take some suppression in the process. Obviously, bomb carts will be moved shortly, actually, just realised that one. We've got the Pathfinders over here, who have secured the supply crate, and took an absolute bucket load of suppression in the meantime. Back here, Veers just dished out his usual Order 1 pip to start with. Shore troopers have moved up slightly. The dewbacks and the speeders have all kind of just edged their way forward, as have the snows at the back here. Coming up the side, again, Jack's just moved everyone up, just edging things closer. Again, we'll move that bomb cart in a moment or two. But really what's just impressive to show is the sheer amount of tokens he's accrued here through the teamwork and combination of Jin, Cassian and K2. First time I've seen it in play. It's just a bit ridiculous, but thankfully they couldn't shoot anything, so I'm a happy bunny. Jack also picked up a few crates, and for his troubles he picked up 1 lot of Bacta capsules, a targeting rangefinder, and a hollow projector. So I'm sure that will come into play in the next turn. Okay, so turn 2 reveal. Okay, I've gone for push, and Jack has gone for smoke screen at pit. So I'll have the initiative again. Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay, end of round 2. As you can see, we've lost a walker. It did quite a few saves actually, but under the T-21 couldn't hold it up. Just got a very suppressed stormtrooper unit here behind the cart, followed by the red unit. The Shores jumped up. They took 2 shots. The mortar again shot, but didn't really do anything. Stormtroopers have moved up. Veers has moved up. The dewbacks moved up and blanked out on 2 shots on the rebel troopers. Speeder bikes have just come round here. The snows are starting to move up into range. Again, the rebel troopers are just swarming this terrain here. Jin's moved up to try and support them. The Pathfinders are still holding the fort there. And Cassian has nipped under there, used marksman to get 3 crits. Only killed 1 shore trooper, and then K2 has also moved up as well.
Okay, turn 3 reveal.
Crack shot.
and coordinated fire. So what does Crackshot do?
Cassian will gain Gunslinger, gain an aim token, and then at the end of his activation he can gain a suppression token and a standby token.
Okay, so end of turn 3, and this continues to be a massive slog of a game, to be honest. In total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 models dead, 1 activation with a walker, and that is it. So over here, Cassian popped out and whittled down my stormtroopers, but in return has taken 5 wounds and 6 suppression. But along with a sneaky little move by K2 at the end, managed to stall my bomb cart where it is. Up here, the stormtroopers and the Shores put on the hurt they needed to regarding Cassian, and also just slowing down the Pathfinders sort of just over there as well. Veers has just trying to hightail it across the board. Then coming up here, things are getting a lot closer now with this. We're finally actually beginning to meet. The speeders have joined the fray and have pinged off one. The dewbacks are lurking with intent, soaking up a couple of wounds at the moment, but they are ready to pounce as much as a 5-ton thing can. And the snows again just moving up, because literally just beyond this bit here is pretty much the entire core of Jack's army. So turn 4 I think is going to be quite an important one, and Jack's cart will be moving, mine will not. Right, reveal for turn 4.
Last stand.
Last stand. So what does your do?
Cassian Andor will issue an order to a commander or operative. That unit will gain Indomitable and gain 1 aim, 1 dodge, or 1 suppression token for each wound that unit has up to 3.
Oh, whatever. And I have gone for Imperial Discipline. When a friendly unit is issued an order, it may recover. So here.
Okay, so end of turn 4. A bit more happened on this flank than the other flank. Most of the rebel trooper units have tried to work their way around here, get into melee with this dewback. The Shores didn't quite make it into range 1. This one's getting a bit suppressed. Jin came up, took a shot on the snows to suppress them. Veers then had a shot back, dodged it. The speed bikes have raced up here, and then Cassian and K2 holding this cart back. Just this 2-man unit here left, and then the Walker not really contributing at all. And the Pathfinders are getting a bit suppressed here.
Turn 5 reveal. Here we go.
Rebellious.
It is a time for a 1 pip off. Right, so let's do a quick roll for that. It's my initiative.
Yes, odd turn.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm blue play.
Oh, so there you go.
It's a blank.
So initiative goes to me.
Okay, again, this flank's been a bit bloody at the end of turn 5. So Jin played a Rebellious, saved it until this dewback activated, whacked it in the face and killed it. Everyone tried to move into melee just to protect themselves a bit. The bomb cart will be moving because we've got 1 and 2 in range to the 1 dewback. The Snows moved up, didn't really get any range. Cassian is dead, so are the Pathfinders. 1 wound on the Walker, 1 speeder bike down from a massive shot from K2. Storms are moving up and the Snows are holding the position. And Viz is back here somewhere. There he is, holding the fort back here.
Turn 6 reveal, here we go. I have pinned down and we have...
Complete the mission.
Complete the mission. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so end of turn 6, and an absolute bloodbath has basically ensued in the last 2 turns. It got to the point basically where we both realised we weren't going to make it with our bomb cart, so that provided one last little moment of hope I'll show you in a second. And so it just became a case of how many points could we kill. So the Walker, well, I'd left alone because I wasn't going to get through another 5 wounds on that. I then moved actually my bike over here away from K2 to try and keep it alive. That did force K2 then to move, and he basically whiffed a bit on that, so the bike survived. The bike then was able to do a bit of mopping up, which is what I kind of hoped he would do by taking off a unit there. The Storms here took 2 plucky wounds off of K2 with the last round of firing, and the Shore Troopers, there we go, took off a unit that was sort of remaining there briefly and cleared them up. Then Veer showed them how to do it from the back of the battlefield like a true hero of the Empire and cleared up another one. And then over here, Dewback got absolutely kicked in the face by a bunch of grunts. Very disappointingly got taken off the board. My remaining one just tying up Jin long enough for the snows to come in and graze her arm at the end. Making their way towards then my deployment, perhaps a bit later than planned. C-3PO and R2-D2, which kept the bomb cart alive. And this was how close Jack came to claiming a victory point, which could have won in the game. Well, I say that, we'll have to do a quick point check and maybe get back to you with that, so bear with us. We have just done the math, and actually, okay, in all fairness, sorry it wasn't perhaps as close as we may have been. These are my dead, okay, giving Jack a total of 255 with 2 trooper units and a Dewback. This is the fallen of the rebels. We have Cassian, a Walker, then is that a Pathfinders?
Pathfinders and 5 rebel troopers.
5 rebel troopers giving me 481. So victory to the Empire, order remains, and perhaps a final little word from each of us just to follow.
So it went well to start with. Massing around the bomb cart was all right. Having 5 rebel troopers just hold that down, and then being faced with 3 units coming in, it was always going to bounce towards me. But as soon as they start dying and they're going down to just the leader and a leader and one other, they just flake apart and they can be picked off on turn 6. R2-D2 messed around a bit. He was too busy trying to pass out aims and dodges. He should have just bolted. Cassian as well, he held up well, but the problem I've got is I've got Jin and Cassian that are 2 potent characters, and they've got very good command cards, but they're always fighting to get their command card out. Like there's a turn where you want one of each of theirs to come out, and it's too muddled, so it either has to be just Jin or Cassian the K2, and that's it. Walkers again, I keep trying to convince myself laser cannons work. They don't, unless you're going up against tanks and things like that. But 5 black dice over 3 any day. Sorry Tom, should have listened to you. Yeah, so that's me. We'll hear from Ian now.
Okay, so overall, I am happy with how the list performed. It's kind of my first post-Palp list after Milton Keynes that I've really given a go with. And to get 10 activations in an Empire list, I'm really quite happy with. Yeah, and what I might change in this battle at least is moving up one of my Stormtrooper units a bit earlier so they could have supported my bomb cart, which just stalled after about turn 3. But again, it's just interesting to see how this mission plays out and that kind of balance you need between, let's say, protecting the objective from the opponent, but also making sure yours does make progress, as you saw at the end how close Jack actually got to winning, basically. I think I put the Shores in a bit of a bottle of a dead-end spot. They did some work, but could have been more effective. I was very happy with the Speeders doing what I wanted, which was a bit of a mop-up, so they came in and cleared out some important bits right at the end, getting those victory points that were needed. And the Dewbacks, I enjoyed them a lot. I've just got to perhaps work on the timing of triggering some order cards with them to get the most out of their kind of bits and pieces. Viz, bless his heart, managed to come out last on 2 occasions out of all my stack. 3 occasions, thank you Jack, which is my biggest frustration with him, because if you want him doing stuff, you want him out nice and early, giving out Inspires or aim tokens. But saying that, he also then did show him how it's done with a couple of pierce shots towards the end, which, well, put the frighteners on Jin, at least, but also just again mopped up a unit at the end as well. So all in all, I said very happy with that. I'm going to definitely give this list another go, see how it works against obviously other lists we've got in the group. And yeah, hopefully it will become something which we'll see a bit more playtime. So that all said, I hope you guys have kind of enjoyed what we've done here. It's the first time we've ever filmed anything. Lots to refine and practice with, I hope, but stick with us and hopefully we'll be able to improve its content. But do like what you're seeing, do follow us if you want to, give us any comments you might want to as well, constructive ones, and it'll be fantastic. All right, thank you very much.